We assume the Jacksonville Jaguars have their quarterback, and now they've got their coach as Urban Meyer is set to take over there. For more, I'm joined by our Ben Heisler. And Ben, obviously Meyer proven in the college ranks, despite, how some things have flamed out there. Not proven in the pros, but plenty of college coaches have made the transition. Do you think he is the guy to change the Jaguars fortune?
I kind of look at Urban Meyer as kind of like when you're going to the dentist and you're getting a root canal and they give you some Novocaine. Like short term, you're going to feel better. Like the results are going to be like, all right, this is halfway decent. And there are some pieces in Jacksonville that are very appealing. They're going to have the number one pick in the draft. They're likely getting Trevor Lawrence, assuming some things don't get completely out of control. The rest of the offensive pieces are very solid. You have Laviska Shenault, who's looking like an outstanding developing wide receiver entering his second year. Keelan Cole, DJ Chark, a really good breakout running back in James Robinson. And defense is going to need some work, but you can acquire some pieces over the course of the draft and free agency. But long term with Urban Meyer doesn't tend to play well wherever he's gone, whether that be at Florida, whether that be at Ohio State. Usually he leaves his situation far worse than when he got there and arrived. Think about teams with long-term success in the NFL with head coaches and stability. And those haven't really been hallmarks of Urban Meyer's career. So while short-term Jacksonville might be able to turn things around, long-term, there's just not a good enough history with Urban Meyer to have sustained success and really leave somewhere better than when he left it.
Well, obviously in college you're recruiting and turning over players. In this case, you would assume you're going with Lawrence, and you got a lot of salary cap space to work with. So from his side of things, do you think he thought it could be a situation that could have some stability?
Perhaps. Again, I think there still needs to be a little bit more of a sample size when it comes to Urban Meyer to try and indicate whether or not that's going to be different. But I do think you're looking at a team that should make a pretty solid turnaround because again, you're going to get the most position, the number one position right, and you're going to get the best quarterback in the draft, which a lot of insiders have been saying it's the best quarterback in the draft since Andrew Luck when it comes to sort of known consistency. There've been better guys and Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson, but certainly not the types of guarantees that we expected with both Luck and now Trevor Lawrence. So yes, short term, I think they're going to look like a much better team. Still a lot of glaring deficiencies on defense, but those should be able to turn around quickly. But again, if we're talking about Urban Meyer, you have to ask the question of long-term success, and that's just not something that we've seen from him over time.
Obviously, it's a move that's going to create some headlines. We'll see if it translates into wins.